And even though sapphires are more than just precious gemstones, they are treasures of the earth, a symbol of beauty, history, and craftsmanship. And whether you're a collector or a jewelry enthusiast, or simply an admirer of nature's wonders, sapphires have a timeless appeal. But like most gemstones, sapphire can undergo treatment, and you can find synthetic sapphires into the market. Because it is true that sapphires can also be created into a lab, and these synthetic sapphires have the same chemical composition and physical property as the natural ones, but they're generally way more affordable. And many sapphires, just like rubies with a slightly less percentage, do undergo treatments to enhance their color and clarity. Heat treatment, for example, is the most common treatment, and they're also quite accepted in the industry, while other methods, like for example beryllium diffusion, is more controversial. So the heat treatment enhances the color and the clarity, and the sapphires are being heated at super high temperature between 1600 and 1800 degrees Celsius in a very controlled environment. The result is that the treatment can improve the depth and saturation of those sapphires, especially in the color. That way, it reduces the visibility of the inclusions. And sometimes when you find sapphires that have those like candy-like colors and they're quite affordable to some extent, it usually means that they've been treated, which is again not a bad thing as long as it's being disclosed, and if you get a certificate, it will be written on it. Now, another treatment that could be quite popular is the lattice diffusion. Lattice diffusion means that it alters or improves the color by diffusing elements such as beryllium into the sapphire. The way it's being done is that the sapphires are being heated with specific elements that penetrate the stone's lattice structure. So it's the different elements that allow some material to get into it, just like as if there were some cavities, but at a micro level. And the result is that you can produce intense and vibrant colors that are quite often not achievable by natural or heat-treated sapphire alone. Surface diffusion enhances the color on the surface, and even though it's a minor treatment, it can have a major effect because the sapphires are treated with chemical at high temperature, affecting only the surface layer. That way, it creates a very thin layer of enhanced color, which can be removed if the stone is repolished or recut, for example. The fracture filling, which can be seen also in emeralds, for example, you can see it with your own eye. It has the crack inside the stone. And when you fill it, you basically improve the clarity by filling up the fractures and the cavities. So you fill it either with glass or resin or any other material. That way, the overall appearance and durability of the sapphire is being enhanced, but the treatment may be visible under magnification if you look at it, for example, with a microscope. Beryllium treatment is quite rare because it's specifically done to improve colors such as orange, yellow, and pink. We hear about high temperature, but another minor treatment can be low temperature heating. The actual purpose is that it reduces the silk, which are the rutile needle inclusion that you can see in some of the stones. That way it improves transparency. So the sapphires are heated at much lower temperature. We're talking 500 to 800 degrees. Still, don't put your hand, you're going to lose it. As compared to another much higher heat treatment. The result is that it clears up some of the inclusion without actually significantly altering the color. These treatments are not necessarily a bad thing, and they've been commonly approved because their aim is to enhance the beauty and marketability of the sapphires, making them obviously more appealing to the consumers. However, treated sapphires are generally less valuable than their untreated counterparts, and disclosure of the treatment is absolutely crucial for ethical practices in the gemstone markets. But most of the time, if your stone comes with a certificate, it means that it has undergone a treatment that's been disclosed or not. It's a natural gemstones. Now, when you have sapphires of larger sizes and they have no certification, it usually means they've undergone some treatment.